Monday before Christmas and all through the house. Sauces slipping and falling.
Yep.
When Nordo and I were at Army Navy,
Yeah.
we watched it. Once we knew you were fine, of course, 200 times. And it was, the sound. Oh, ah!
Yeah.
Yes.
So freaking fun. You could have been killed, though. That's the thing that's like, and then knowing that it's after it. That's all you can say.
The fact that you tweeted it was...
Yes.
It was a relief because I got really lucky though that I didn't hit my head or my teeth.
I would have been
break
for
my
sure
arm.
gone.
Yeah,
when I got home from the airport,
we would have just left you there.
Yeah, for sure. You'd have just found prosthetic legs and bones. It was. I salted the heck out of my driveway from my garage. I just was throwing it as far as I could.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston
Just spreading that salt everywhere.
spreading that salt.
Yeah. How did you not hit your head? I mean, you did.
Yeah,
I mean, you
incredible.
fell perfectly. Yeah, I did.
You kind of grabbed onto the post, and that helped guide you off of.
You know, like being an athlete, you got to learn how to fall. And I got to imagine when Sauce was trying to be an athlete, he fell a lot.
I did. Yeah.
I feel like I rarely fall, knock on wood. But at Walter Reed, there was like a 1 week period that they just teach you just fall. Here's how you do it. You got to learn to just kind of give up and just protect yourself. Don't put your arms out a certain way because you'll break them. So I feel like I'm an expert at falling, but thankfully I haven't had to use
once.
It. Right.
We were shooting fireworks.
Well, yeah, that was. There was some other things at play there. It was a little greased. A little 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Roman candle action.
It was fun. Yeah.
Let's do some news.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey.
Hi, it's brought to you by Carboni's. Love me some Carboni's.
Love it.
Yeah. It's freezing in here. Are you guys freezing? It's freezing.
No, actually,
It's like the air conditioner's
pretty
on.
comfortable.
Good. What's going on? Good.
Yeah, get it down to 62. Nice and comfortable in here.
What's that room up to like 75?
Yeah, that's insane.
Well, I like what I like. You like what you like.
Nice and comfy at 70.
I know. You've been saying that for years.
Thank you very much. I try to say it as many times as I can. I'm freezing. My nipples are hard. I don't like it.
I do.
Well, they look nice.
Okay, never mind then. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the final weekend of shopping. Get yourselves out and buy something.
If you're shopping now, you're most likely a bit desperate to put something under the tree. It's called panic shopping for us, but lucrative for retailers. That's why they call it Super Saturday. Catherine Cullen with the National Retail Federation says watch for tricks to get you to buy. Dim lighting, happy music, and discounts on stuff you don't really want. She says before you head out, make a plan, have a list, and show no fear. I'm Bree Tennis.
Talk about some real mind games.
Yeah, that's Hawk's dream, too.
You really don't want.
Yep, dim those lights, play some happy music.
And definitely stuff you don't want. Yeah, that's Hawk Online.
Boy, that's the most interesting part, the dim lighting.
Yeah, me too. I had not heard that before.
I doubt Target dims the lights.
Right.
What stores are dimming the lights?
Don't know.
I don't know.
There's got to be some psychology
You've
behind
never
it.
bought something at a store and then you get it home and you weren't a little surprised that maybe the color or...
I do believe the mirrors play tricks on you because, I look like Tom Selleck and then I get home and I look
those
like...
are our eyes.
Unless they're referring to like closing time at the bar and it wasn't a purchase.
Yeah.
Do you guys prefer your casinos to be bright or dim?
Oh,
Right.
great question.
I like, because I think the brightest one that I go to is Venetian. And I enjoy it.
Good
but
point.
It
That is very bright.
It feels very different. Whereas like Cosmo is the opposite. That's dimmer. And they'll have like cool, ambient lights around. But
Zach, what about La Fontainebleau? That place is pitch black. It's so dark.
It is very dark.
It's beautiful, but it's dark.
I haven't been there either.
It's dark in Circus for some reason.
Man, you love that place. I've still never been inside. Should I go
I think
there?
they've changed the
I
lights.
did once.
Just walk
I don't
by and
think
wave.
It's not That's worth what it. Hawk did.
I've heard the steakhouse is fantastic, though, honestly.
Okay.
It's horse meat.
It probably is.
Elephant meat.
Which I don't care, man. If it's medium rare,
Yeah, eat it.
good to go.
Eat it.
Yeah, listen to the Hulkster.
Yeah, you go to bite into it, and it's...
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a little raw.
I would guess the bright dim debate when it comes to casinos also depends on whether or not you want to be seen. But if you just want to blend in, throw them down to 0.
How's the lighting in Excalibur?
Perfect.
It is. It is right about medium.
Yeah, it's real good, man.
Right
It's all torch.
Luxor is super
right
dark.
about medium.
Yeah, Luxor
is dark. Yeah.
Mandalay's pretty dark.
Yeah. I will say, like, it's interesting the different brightness levels of those places. Because, too, if you stay there and you're, like, up at 2 o'clock in the morning, that can affect, if you're going to stay gambling or not. Because if it's dark, I doze off.
Going to Venetian tosses off that circadian rhythm.
No,
Smoking about 5 doobs make it done.
Don't blame it on the light, Zach.
That's another factor.
U.S. population is growing at the fastest rate since 2001. That's according to a new census.
Way to go, Sauce.
People are back to throwing boots.
The nation's population grew by nearly 1% and surpassed 340 million people. This comes after a 2-decade slump and is now toward more historical norms. The Census Bureau attributes the rise to horny people.
Mm-hmm. Well, true.
Sauce, you're apparently a part of the problem.
Well, that's okay.
A TLC reality star is pleading guilty to drug charges. Amy Slayton of 1,000-Pound Sisters.
What?
And Brian Lovorn.
Paul, your hand's up.
No, it's not up.
Yes, it was up. Yes, it was. Paul, your hand is up.
Woodhawk.
Can I ask a question? Because I've never seen that show.
Sure.
How many pounds of the 1,000 is this one?
That's what I was going to ask.
I believe they're each.
Do they try and have it even, or is there like a 900-pound sister and just like a skinny dime?
That would suck if you were in absolute perfect shape. You're technically part of 1,000-pound sisters because your sister's 900 pounds.
Yeah, one's olive oil and the other one's 950 pounds.
Oh,
Well
no,
said.
they're.
Thank you.
They're both quite large.
They go to family-style dinners and the one barely gets anything.
It looks like they're fairly evened out.
Paul, your hand's up.
Woodhawk.
Which one?
Any of them.
Well, there's another show called 1,000-Pound Best Friends.
That's Nono and I, 9 to noon. Or noon to 2.
Saturdays with sauce.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I'll be on that soon.
Yeah, that was... There was a time we were in, it was Cedar Rapids, Iowa. We were at a bar, and they had my, 600-pound life on one of the TVs. And my wife is a riot. She'll just joke about whatever. And we were sitting at the bar, just bellied up. And it always is so dramatic when they're eating. And my wife is just yelling, oh, yeah, put it in your mouth. And the bartender or someone walked by and thought that my wife had asked for that to be on because they wanted a sporting event. And we're like, no, this was on, so we're just joking about it. But my
Cheering
wife,
on the 1,000-pound sisters eating.
it was
my
just like a
600-pound life.
big mutton.
Yeah.
My wife, put it in your mouth.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
It did seem like she asked for it to be on.
So what did this gal do again? We got so
She was
caught up
selling
on
drugs. She was selling drugs. Yeah.
What kind?
Well.
Not Ozempic.
Apparently it was marijuana and mushrooms.
What?
Those munchies.
Yeah, man, you better believe it.
That fits.
Yeah.
Those weren't Portobello?
Apparently not.
I mean, aren't those all basically legal?
Scientists in California are confirming that a breed of squirrel is not just eating nuts and seeds anymore. Researchers at UC Davis found that ground squirrels are proving to be opportunistic omnivores. They hunt, kill, and eat smaller rodents.
Jeez.
And have a particular taste for voles. Those sons of bitches, by the way.
Yeah,
those are in your yard.
Yeah,
Sons of
exactly.
bitches.
I
Little
got to give me
tunnels.
some of those squirrels.
Peyton Manning and Heath Schuler. That was a sauce joke.
That was, the Heath Schuler was a good pull.
I got that.
Got it.
I got that.
I get it now.
Scientists believe the meat-eating behavior emerged temporarily as the population of available prey increased.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, man.
Can you go back again? I don't know. I'm sorry. I just half the time I feel like I'm sauce because you say something that blows my mind and then I just tune out.
Yeah.
I didn't hear almost anything you said except for ground squirrels.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is a ground squirrel compared to other squirrels? Aren't all squirrels technically ground squirrels unless they go up a tree? That's what squirrels are.
Maybe
what the hell's a ground squirrel?
That might be just the non-flying squirrel.
Non-flying squirrel? But isn't the flying squirrel the extremely rare version?
Probably.
I feel like we're adding the word ground for no
It says
reason. We just
here,
call them
ground
squirrels.
Squirrels are rodents of the squirrel family that generally live on the ground or in burrows.
So these are not
like
tree
Joe?
squirrels.
I guess so,
They
yeah.
don't look the same.
They look a little different.
They don't have the
They-
giant tail?
They definitely have like the prairie dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they look like
okay.
prairie dogs.
Okay, well, then there you go.
Dogs, yeah.
That's the clarification.
They tend to be known as
Do we have them here?
smaller and less bushy-tailed ground squirrels. Tend to be known as chipmunks.
Yeah,
Okay.
their tails aren't bushy.
Chipmunks. They
Look at him eating that damn rat.
that one.
Yeah.
That guy's, I mean,
Alvin fell upon tough times.
he sure did.
Looks like
Oh, Garrody. Oh.
Alvin ate
is
Simon.
the honey
That
badger.
grosses you out.
Yeah, I don't know why. He got me.
Very little things.
If you're trying to relax, don't get too much solitude. Researchers from Oregon State University and Ohio State University find intense solitude, like hiking in a forest, isn't as good as reading in a cafe or listening to music while commuting.
I disagree.
Yeah, me too. The study finds less complete solitude is better at restoring energy and maintaining a feeling of connection with others. They say the findings are the same for extroverts and introverts. So I guess it's good to be alone, but be with people while you're alone. Anybody? No, I don't know.
Football Sunday.
Yeah.
Can come over. Don't say a word.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, correct. We watch. The commercials come on, we can talk.
That's right.
Games on.
But there's no commercials.
No, this is
we
our
don't.
church.
There's multiple games, so no.
correct.
We'll
You
catch
are
up
correct.
before the games, maybe after,
Yeah.
not during.
Yeah. That's why you
Good to
invite
see
me
you,
over.
though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
finally, in
the
the
only time I
news,
keep quiet.
if your lush and expensive Christmas tree is not looking so great, Bree Tennis has a plan to perk it up.
Yard and Garden says even if you do everything right, your tree can stop drinking water and die. Experts say
We're going to need to isolate
if
that.
a tree stops drinking water, it's usually because
Jesus,
sap is
Bree.
drinking water and die. Experts say there's hope to bring it back, but it's going to take a bit of work because when a tree stops drinking water, it's usually because sap is covering the bottom of the trunk. They say you need to pull that tree from its base, give it a fresh cut, then back into the water. Then you can clean up all the ornaments that dropped on the floor. I'm Bree Tennis.
Bree.
Die.
Yard and Garden says even if you do everything right, your tree can stop drinking water and die. Experts say there's hope to bring it back.
So
Why didn't
dramatic.
the tree just go to a coffee shop and read?
I don't know. I don't know.
Jeez, these trees are isolationists.
Too much solitude.
Yeah, go for a hike, you pain in the ass.
So there you go. That's your news, ladies and
All
gentlemen.
right, we learned something. Creasel, you got to roll.
I got to roll.
Happy Christmas,
Merry Christmas.
brother.
Merry
man.
Christmas to you guys. I hope you have a great one. And when everyone's done with their Christmas, they should go to johncreasel.com and book me for their speaking engagement next year. johncreasel.com. I love you guys, and I will see you next Friday. Skull Vikings 13-2. Vikings win by 10.
Love you, Crease.
I
love you.
disagree. I disagree.
About
Don't wait till after Christmas. Do it now.
Yes, do it now.
JohnCreasel.com.
Yes.
Thank you.
Fair enough. Marney Gellner should
I
be
get-
joining
I caught
shortly.
now.
Sauce will walk us through sports after this on the Fan.
Time now for the Vikings Report, presented by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Minnesota Vikings. Linebacker Jonathan Grenard joins the power trip next, thanks to Hy-Vee.
Head over to NFLshop.com for the largest collection of officially licensed gear from all your favorite brands. NFL Shop is your ultimate gifting destination for jerseys, t-shirts, headwear, and more. Take your game day style to the next level with the best selection of NFL gear anywhere. Show off your team pride this holiday season with styles fit for the whole family. To shop now, go to NFLshop.com.
Join the Power Trips Corey Cove at Treasure Island tomorrow for a wild watch party. Stop by Parlay at 5 to enter for your chance to win great prizes. Then stick around for the puck drop between the Wild and the Jets at 6. The full details at KFAN.com keyword calendar.
TI tomorrow. And you're at TI tonight, right, Zachary?
Daughtry pre-party,
Look at you.
What time will that be?
4:30 to 5:30. So get down there. This is your license to say, you know what, work? I'm leaving early because I got to go see the Daughtry, and I'm going to pre-party it up at Parlay at Treasure Island.
You're officially giving people the right to do that.
Look at you, man. That's big of
just
you.
tell your boss that Zach said it's okay.
So if somebody gets fired today because they just leave work to go to the Daughtry pre-party without asking permission and get fired and lose their career.
I didn't say without asking permission. I said just tell them that.
No, you said this is their license to do that.
Yeah, this is your license.
Exactly what you said.
I'm just saying, if your boss says, well, I don't care what Zach has to say, you have to stay at work, then you might be SOL.
So this is not your license to just leave. You have to ask
this
for permission.
is your license
I'm
to
confused.
ask.
Can I go or not? I don't know. I can't
You
understand.
can go.
I can't? Okay,
If
good.
you ask Abbott.
Abbott would be probably pretty cool with it.
I haven't asked Abbott for anything ever.
No.
Well, then go crazy.
Who does
Okay, good.
that?
No chance Abbott knows who Daughtry is.
No. Hawk
No
loves
chance Abbott
Daughtry.
knows who Chris is.
So many hits.
Yeah.
Hits you forget about.
You're gonna
Hawk
have to
loves
hustle.
Daughtry.
You're gonna have to hustle back to the Wild game then, Zach.
It is going to be a
Yeah.
very quick drive back to St. Paul. I wish I could stay, man. I'm pissed, but I'm going to be having major FOMO tonight.
Whoa, you're
But like I said, I'm just going to listen to him on the way down, on the way up.
We have no interest in what's going on with you.
That's so good.
Oh, gosh. Look at this, Parrish.
What
I'm
happened?
sorry. I just clicked on a YouTube link of NFL quarterbacks getting destroyed. It's a compilation. Watch this, man. Watch this.
No, in football games.
Oh, my gosh. He disappeared.
how the ribs.
Oh, my
It's like
goodness.
sauce slipping on the ice.
Yeah, real bad.
And you guys who are sitting on a computer, just go to YouTube right now and put in NFL quarterbacks getting destroyed. I think it's Vince Young.
Oh, it autofilled.
Zach.
First I thought it was
The
he
very
takes
first
it-
one.
Luckily, he takes it to his shoulder.
Oh, my gosh. He
Zach,
disappears.
on the football field.
I know, yeah.
I know. My goodness.
Oh,
Anyway,
my.
Sauce, how are your ribs?
They're pretty good.
Completely healed up?
Yeah, they're good.
Oh!
I know, right? Jeez, it's like he got hit by a train. And Vince Young was a
Terry?
big dude. Yeah, Terry Train. Thanks for the candle, by the way.
Yeah, Terry's the best.
He left it here at work so we could smell it. It smells really
Yeah,
good.
I'm gonna bring and the sweet
He pushed,
sweatshirt. I got.
push play, Hawk.
You want me to hit it again?
Well, Zach's watching the whole thing.
Well, I also want to say another YouTube rabbit hole you can go down. Beer league hockey fights. They got these cameras now in like their live barn or whatever.
Yeah.
But they got these cameras that are recording all the time. So now you have 9:00 Sunday night beer league hockey fights between adults that are taking hockey very seriously.
No kidding.
And it's great.
He hit Tom Brady so hard it knocked his helmet 10 yards.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm distracted. Sorry. Oh. Okay, we should do this, right?
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around Property Preservation.
Petty, the Wild have lost 3 of 4, but they host the Utah Hockey Club tonight at 7. That game can be heard right here on the Fan. Your Minnesota Wild are minus 135 on the money line.
A team that a good team for the Wild to get back on track against. The team going through a little bit of a spell, going through a little bit of adversity at the moment. Gustafson down, Eriksson Ek down. The injuries have been obvious and discussed maybe ad nauseum at times. But the great thing is when you talk to anybody in that room, that they're not making any excuses. They know there's guys in the room that they know they need to step up. Somebody's got to step up in that role for Eriksson Ek. I think Ryan Hartman's a great guy to look at. You're looking for him to maybe do a little bit more. Matt Boldy's got to control his emotions a little bit more. He's got to stop taking penalties and kind of remain a little bit more calm. Little things like that, and we'll be just fine. Obviously, when Gus it sounds like he'll be coming back maybe this weekend, which is great news. So get him back, get healthy, and find a win against Utah Hockey Club. Again, that's no pushover of a team, and any the old Gopher fans will love Logan Cooley coming to town. He is a fun, young, exciting hockey player. Clayton Keller, who is one of the best American-born hockey players, probably will go down in history ever. He's just a fantastic young hockey player. They've got a ton of young talent They're fast. They're offensive. They can get going real quick. We just got to get back to that defensive structure, which has been our bread and butter. As much as everybody's talking about Kaprizov and the offense and Rossi and everybody who's having good offensive years, the identity of this team is defense, and we need to get back to that.
And the good news on that front, Faber seems to be okay after taking that puck to the face.
Yeah, it was to his throat.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah,
Fun.
He took it to his throat. All is good. All is well. He will be in the lineup tonight.
Saucy.
Yes, sir.
The best 4 teams in terms of record right now.
Yeah.
The Jets, the Knights, the Devils, and the Capitals. Then the Wild are technically 5th.
Yeah, those are all non-Perry teams.
All non-Parish teams
But,
until you get to the Wild.
My Florida Panthers are an elite team, right?
They're in the mix.
Very.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
And of course, we learn this every year in the NHL. Having the best record means almost nothing.
Yeah, the Boston team you had that 1 year lost. Didn't they lose in the first round?
I think so. Who knows?
Blue Jackets got swept the year they had the best record.
It just doesn't matter.
Sorry, the Blue Jackets swept the Lightning, who had it. But then they won the cup the following year.
I just wait on Florida and we see what Florida does.
Yep.
Florida's my best horse.
Hi, Marney. Good morning.
Hey, hi.
Morning, Gellner.
Morning, everybody.
Hogs Daddy? What are you watching more videos?
Guys, I can't believe these guys are dying.
Oh,
That
he's
wasn't
got
as bad as
9-9.
the last
Yeah, you're
one.
right. Sorry.
Is it quarterbacks getting lit up?
Yeah, just
Oh,
destroyed.
yeah, and this one was Teddy.
When they get hit, do they go, F, Kelly?
The Eli Manning one is the worst.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he goes for the handoff or fake handoff, and his running back literally takes off his.
Oh, there they go.
Hits him in the chin with his shoulder, knocks his helmet halfway off, and then he just gets destroyed by some D lineman from behind. The poor guy.
Man. Anyway, what were you asking?
Notre Dame battles Indiana tonight in
That's
the
right.
first ever college football playoff game at 7. The game is at Notre Dame Stadium. The Irish are 7-point favorites, and the weather tonight is freezing cold and snow.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like it to be a good game, even though I took Notre Dame and gave you the points.
Yeah.
But I don't think it will be. I think Notre Dame's going to teach Indiana a lesson. It's only cold if you can feel.
Okay.
Does the weather help Indiana?
Very true. He's right.
Well,
It does.
what did Fargo Flash say yesterday? That the last time they played in snow, they put up like 63 points. Tomorrow, excuse me, Penn State plays SMU, Texas hosts Clemson, and then Ohio State hosts Tennessee. Okay.
Oh, his helmet came out.
Whoa.
Oh, good. Well, congratulations. Friday.
Came off.
Oh.
And he's just sitting there like paralyzed.
Well, don't tell
That's
Ryan
Joe
Donaldson.
Flacco. Are you talking about the Joe
Yeah.
Flacco one? It's unbelievable.
Why is he
He
alive?
left his body.
That one's.
I know.
That was awful. Awful.
Oh gosh, and then we have our guy.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Flacco one
Yeah.
is way worse than Teddy.
Yeah.
Not that being knocked out cold is good.
I don't know. I'd rather get my helmet knocked off than get a puck to the throat. Oh, that sounds terrible.
You know,
And
I've had both. Neither one of them are fun.
Noted.
Yeah. Yeah. We can tell,
But
Barry.
what's crazy is the puck to the throat is not even
More
the worst
than
place a
once.
Wild player has taken a puck this year.
All right. Marnes?
Hi.
The Wolves yesterday got run over. 133-107.
Hold on one second.
That was better than the Wolves last night. Cat, who now plays for the Knicks, had 32 points and 20 boards.
Yeah.
The Wolves will battle the Warriors tomorrow, who got beat 144-93 last night by the Grizzlies.
Not a lot of good news, not a lot of positives to
What a mess.
talk about. It was a mess, Bree. I'm not exactly sure how to sort of even dissect what happened, because it was rough on the offensive side, on the defensive side, and we had thought over the last 7 games, and we'd won 6 of 7, we had so many things figured out. Not the offense, but the defense was playing well enough to cover that up while we took time to figure it out, and we were close. And it all fell apart so fast and so gloriously last night. It's just sort of left. We'll be able to put it in better perspective in a week or so and just say that was an outlier or like this is a major issue. If it's a major issue, it is going to be a really long rest of the season.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter because hoops is life.
Well,
but we're playing good teams right now. So all of this stuff is going to be exposed in the next couple of weeks. We're going to keep running into this kind of stuff. So it's either this team can figure it out right now or it's going to be a long season. Yes, Per?
Well, I obviously I can't talk about anything besides just what you guys talk about. I can talk about a little bit more than that, but okay. Anyway, but if this is based on just last night and getting blown out by like Cat coming back, hey, he's going to be just obviously amped up to come back and play where he started, obviously, and come back and show him what everybody missed, the fans, everything. His team is going to be behind him playing just an excellent game, probably behind him. And if we're struggling a little bit, to me from the outside, it's an obvious game that you could just get blown out in real quick.
Well, there's some truth to the first couple of minutes of the game being that way or being affected by that. The video tribute, there was a lot of emotion because it wasn't just Carl coming back to Minnesota. That was the main part of it. It was Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo playing the Knicks for the first time. Although we played a preseason game at Madison Square Garden in New York, which should have been probably more meaningful to those two players than having their former team come and visit them in Minnesota.
That's my point. For Cat to come back here and play here for the first time with that tribute, that's not going to, that emotion isn't going to go a couple minutes. That's going to last a lot longer than that.
Well, it felt like the storyline of the game until about 3 minutes into the game. And then that's my only argument against that. But maybe you're right. Maybe the entire team rallied for 48 minutes like that. The second quarter was, just the score
cray.
Of the second quarter was 41-18.
Ooh.
You can't do that.
41-18. And Anthony Edwards hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer. And without that, it's 41-15. So it was just an absolute dismantling in the second quarter.
It's over.
And maybe you're right, Per. Maybe it was all tied to emotion and teammates rallying around Carl and wanting this to be meaningful.
They don't want him to get blown out his first time back.
You just made that up, didn't you?
Nope. Been part of a lot of them.
Oh, Perry.
Yeah, how many teams have you returned to?
Oh, trust me, it was never for me. It was for somebody else that got traded.
Well, every game he played, they had to run a tribute.
That was too often for me. Being the suitcase, the journeyman that I was. It was the guys that got traded rarely. That was the big ones, the big superstars.
Sit on the wrong bench?
Without being concussed?
Oh, well, good point. Oh, you made it real.
Oh.
Yeah.
After every single game, Parrish had to answer that question. What's it like playing your former team?
Yeah. Was it the same tribute video? They just kept adding to it over and over?
Yeah, exactly. It just got my highlight tape got longer and longer and longer. Hawk, to answer your question, I didn't go in there. I haven't gone into an opponent's bench willingly. But there was quite a few times. I landed in Yager's lap once in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
I don't know whose lap I landed in New Jersey.
Is that two Cobras?
Brilliant.
Sometimes the teams are nice, and sometimes you start getting butt-ended and stabbed everywhere. Zach, you'd love it.
Vikings news is next. Initials at 8:15. Marney is here. Parrish is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
Head over to NFLShop.com for the largest collection of officially licensed gear from all your favorite brands. NFL Shop is your ultimate gifting destination for jerseys, t-shirts, headwear, and more. Take your game day style to the next level with the best selection of NFL gear anywhere. Show off your team pride this holiday season with styles fit for the whole family. To shop now, go to NFLShop.com.
7:45 Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. Initials coming up in a bit. Marnes is here. Parrish is here. Hi, Marnes.
Yeah, good morning.
You ready for some Christmas?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Are you doubling up? Birthday, Christmas?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Here we
Today's
go.
My last day till a week from today.
Holy
I'm taking some
moly.
time off.
Well, you haven't earned it, but you can take it.
Appreciate that. I'll try. I'll try better next year. All I want for Christmas is to sleep.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Amen.
Yeah.
Perry, that's what you do in like August.
Well, he gets what he wants. I get what I want.
I like sleep.
Yeah, me too, man. You know what we got to do? Vikings news. Because there's a game coming up. I don't know if you know this or not, Marnes. I know you're all Timberwolves all the time. But we're home with the Vikings, too.
I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
Of the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings take on Seattle in Seattle, 3:05 Sunday right here on the Fan. Pregame a couple hours before that. Fan line follows. The Vikings on DraftKings are 3-point favorites going on the road to Seattle. Over-under is 42.5. By the way, it's kind of a fun thing because we are the 3 o'clock game. The two teams that the Vikings are tied with at 12 and 2 are noon games. So we can kind of sweat them first, hope that they lose, and then just, swoop in afterwards. Detroit is at Chicago at noon. Philly is at Washington at noon.
Yeah, we need one of those teams to win. I think Washington has a better opportunity because Washington is fighting for its playoff life, and the Bears have nothing to play for.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
But Chicago's a tough place to play, right?
Especially this weekend.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
But what have they lost? 8 straight?
And it's a pretty big rivalry game for them.
But the last time they played the Lions, they have a competent head coach. They might win that game. They had them on the ropes the whole time. So we need one of those teams to lose.
Right.
Or both.
CJ Ham, David Quessenberry, Josh Oliver, and Stephen Gilmore. Stefan? Anyway, and Stefan. I couldn't think of it. And Dallas Turner. We're all in the injury report, but we're full participants. That's a good thing. Did not participate. Fabian Moreau, Jalen Redmond, Harrison Smith. I don't know if he just took a day off or what.
Oh, yeah. He was limited on Wednesday, and then he didn't practice yesterday, so that's normally a weird sign.
Well, Harrison, man.
Yeah, he'll play.
Take the day off. You're tired. You're hurt.
Yeah, he'll play.
Hey, he's been around long enough.
Yeah.
He's earned a day off if he feels a little.
Patrick Jones, Brian O'Neill, Harrison Phillips, all limited participants as well. But it's that time of year. It's been a long time since we had our bye week, man. People are beat up right now.
Yeah, they need that bye week.
And that'd be great.
Sauce, if you had to bet right now, because KOC is the -150 favorite in Vegas, right, or DraftKings to win NFL Coach of the Year. If you had to take KOC or the field with 3 weeks to go, who would you take?
I would take KOC because I think even if they win one more of these games and end with the 5th seed, there are some people that thought that was 10 more wins than they'd get. I think it's KOC.
But if Dan Campbell wins all 3 and finishes 15 and 2,
I still think it's KOC.
Really?
KOC. I think KOC has done more with less.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And that's a huge thing.
Was Detroit was kind of the favorite?
Yeah,
anyway,
they went to the NFC
right?
Championship. Everybody thought,
So I'm with Sauce on that. That's not as surprising, as great a year as it is. I think there was a lot of people that just had wrote us completely off this year.
Yeah, Corey and I did.
I definitely did.
Yeah, so I think it's much more impressive to go along with what Sauce. It's much more impressive what KOC has done, regardless, I think, of what Dan Campbell's done.
Marnes, the Vikings are 15-8 on the road in the 3 seasons under KOC. That's pretty impressive, man.
Super impressive.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's not easy to win on the road in the NFL.
I was going to say, I don't know if the NFL is any different than the NHL, but like the kind of the goal is just above 500 on the road. Just stay above 500.
Win your home games and split on the road is the general sports team take.
Now, granted, they played 3 of the worst teams in the NFL, but they won 3 straight road games. Yeah. I mean, there were times in the Vikings regime where you'd be like, oh, they never went on the road. They won 3 straight.
Is there a stadium, you go and then you go, Marnes first and then Parrish. Is there a stadium in the NBA and then is there a stadium in the NHL that you walk in and you're like, this is just a place, and then the crowd gets there and it's completely nuts and it's like, I didn't realize this place was going to be so crazy? Because that's how Seattle is, man.
sorry, go ahead, Mons.
Yeah. Well, if you got one, go ahead. But for me, that's probably Oklahoma City because it's not an intimidating building. It's not an intimidating town.
Right.
But it's intimate. It's pretty tight, and it is loud and packed and surprisingly fantastic atmosphere.
I would guess because that's the only game in town, right?
That's correct.
The only pro sports team they have.
And they've actually been pretty good. I mean, for a long time, even after they sort of traded everyone and dismantled, they've been a really competitive team. And now number one in the West again. But for the last, I would say 15 years, OKC has been a really, really loud and vibrant and energetic, surprisingly so, arena.
One of my favorites, actually, my favorite to tell my friends. I told our good friend Eric Stolhansky this a few years ago when I was playing for the Wild, just a few years ago. That my favorite place on the road was Calgary. It's so unassuming. It's a cow town. It's literally the Saddle Dome. It's shaped like a saddle. Oh, it's they're proud of that side. The town is not that it's not nothing really to look at or anything like that. And the building I think was built for like the 80 Olympics or something like that, or 80 what was it, 84 Olympics, whatever it was. Anyway. But boy, when the people get in there and they crank it up and they get the flames going right up over your head, it is one intense building. It gets intense. It's so much fun to play in. It can be very difficult to play in, but it can be incredibly fun to get that crowd turned on their team.
It's the stadium has this overhang, so it's an outdoor stadium, but the overhang on the visitors' side hangs over in a way that makes it super loud. Set 2 world records for the loudest stadium. It's later was topped by Kansas City. And then when Marshawn Lynch did that Beastquake run against the Saints in January 2011, it had a seismic activity of 2.0 magnitude.
Oh my God!
As the crowd was going so crazy.
Same thing happened in Edina last Saturday afternoon.
I'm not that fat. I just fell. My feet
That's why I said it was a 2.0. I didn't say it was a 7.5. It's a minor tremor.
Man,
no big deal.
Killed for a 2.0 GPA.
What did you finish with?
Wow, like a 1.6.
Dear God.
Hey.
Look at you now.
They gave you a diploma.
I think so. Well, I've told that story.
Sarcastically? Like as a goof or like it was a real one?
I had to go to summer school and I went for one day and I was the only one who showed up. And I did like an hour of math sheets. And the lady was like, you're good. You don't have to come back.
Yeah. We have too much in common.
Yeah.
Sounds like a real well-run program there.
I also think
close enough. Get out of here.
This will shock you. I think my old man helped her in a situation.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Little quid pro quo back in the day for Jeffrey Lambert, huh?
I think so.
Is that right? What did he do for her? Or vice versa?
I think he got her out of something.
Or into something.
Yeah, that's how we met Hawk.
What did I have to do with it?
You're my dad's handsome lover.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Yeah. He used to call me handsome.
So just 3 weeks to go in the Viking season at Seattle. Then we have the Packers and the Lions to wrap this thing up.
Yeah.
Man.
So
it's going to be great. It's a great time of year. They're guaranteed 4 more games, which will be awesome. It'll be super fun.
Yeah.
No one thought we would be in this situation except for Hawk.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Looks like the
give credit
Seahawks are a little beat up on defense, so it looks like they expect us to be able to run the ball against them.
They did get Kenneth Walker Jr. and DK Metcalf went from do not participating in practice to yesterday being full participants.
Oh, there you go.
Kenneth Walker is a very good running back.
Dynamite, I think is what you call him.
Yeah. He's very good.
What's his frequency?
I don't know, Kenneth. Great song.
Thank you.
We can't play it anymore. We can only play Christmas tunes.
You're right.
That are in the
public domain.
Vault.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Domain.
The system vault.
Yeah, the system vault, same thing.
So you're saying the Vikes win on Sunday?
I think so. I just think that they have all the momentum. I think they win. I think they win on a Will Reichert field goal to end it. Do you think they win?
Sure.
Okay.
do you think, Mark?
What?
Genius.
I was sitting at my chiropractor.
You were
sitting on your chiropractor.
Setting up a
Yeah, they do things weird like that at that office.
Alternative medicine.
I was saying that's probably the reason why you have a back problem. Let's just have Grenard get 3 or 4 sacks and take the NFL lead and just end as the sack leader for the year, too.
And Dallas Turner keep the momentum.
Keep winning. Let's shock the world and win it all.
Let's win it all. Guess we're just going to have to win the whole GD thing.
Amen.
And this is a weird year where there are a handful of good teams in the NFL. We don't have one just dynasty team, right? And I know that's insane because the Chiefs are 13-1 and they are truly a dynasty, but they don't feel unbeatable.
No, they don't.
So
they might lose tomorrow.
Who is the closest thing to an unbeatable team right now? I mean, the Bills look like they're a train, but
because of one guy.
Eagles look tough, but I don't know. The Lions did look unbeatable a month ago, but now they've had 56 injuries.
Yeah.
Now they look vulnerable, so who knows? Just stay healthy and we'll have a chance.
And as Hawk said, they have to go on the road, play in Chicago in a tough spot in a bad field. That's a hideous field, right, Hawk?
Especially right now.
Yeah.
All right, more of the Power Trip Morning Show in a second. Initials in about 20 minutes. $80,500 potentially up for grabs with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials jackpot. One of you is going to get a shot to guess the initials and possibly win over $80,000. Thanks to KFAN and the Power Trip Morning Show.
You wake up, put on your Ray-Ban Meta glasses. You're living all in. You realize you need coffee. So you say,
"Hey, Meta, how do I make a latte?"
Brew 2 shots of espresso.
after Meta AI gets you caffeinated, you're ready for some beats.
Hey, Meta, play hip-hop music.
You head to meet some friends, but can't remember the place.
Hey, Meta, call Eva.
Ray-Ban Meta glasses, the next generation of AI glasses. Just say, hey, Meta, to harness the power of Meta AI. Shop now at meta.com/smartglasses.